Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light. Welcome to Essence Divine. My name is Sabrina. Today, I'm going to do a December 2020 zodiac forecast. So we're going to see what messages there are for us, what steps we need to take, how we can navigate through this month, because this month is a doozer. I have my notes here because I'm like, wow, there's so much happening this month. It's not even funny. So, December 1st, we enter into Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is all about embracing optimism. It's all about embracing high vibrations, social. They're a very social sign. So it's like let's like do away with 2020 and let's get into this like lighter way of being. Like yes, I'm there. So Mercury enters into Sagittarius on December 1st. Mercury is the planet of communication. So it's all about speaking our truth. So it's going to be, like, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of interesting energies coming in. December 12th is 12/12. So it's an activation portal. It's about activating the divine love within us and the light within us. And it's getting us ready for the December 21st winter or summer solstice, but also the December 21st ascension, which I'll go into a bit later. So, and then December 14 is the new moon, which is a solar eclipse. Like, wow, another eclipse. So it's not a good time for intentions as usual, because the eclipse energy is telling us to go within and to do some self-reflection. So really interesting because we're, like I said, we're in the Sagittarius season. It's like, go out and party and that, but it's also telling us like go within, because it's also a good time. December 14 is 1 week away from December 21st, which is ascension. So we need to be fully highly vibrational, high frequency, fully anchored within our light, which is exciting. December 15, Venus enters into Sagittarius. Venus is the planet of love and relationships. So Sagittarius is all about communication and socializing. So it's going to be like this beautiful, like love might come in. It's going to be an interesting, it's going to be a more social, maybe because we're so social in our lockdowns, but whatever. We can create our own realities, people. We can do this. Okay. December 10 to the 18th is Hanukkah. December 25 is Christmas. December 26 is Kwanzaa. So there's like already those energies of festive, joyous energies right there. December 20, Mercury enters into Capricorn. So Capricorn is less reserved, right? So which is maybe even better, because the next day is December 21st, which is the winter solstice in the northern hemisphere and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. And also it is the ascension. So if anybody's watching me, you've heard me say this many times. So the ascension is for the awakened ones. It's about the shift of Mother Earth in the 3D to the 5D, which is the third dimension to the fifth dimension. It is the great awakening that you've been hearing about, maybe a little bit here and there in social media, never on TV, I'm sure. But on social, I'm sure you've like come across this, or even in my videos. But this is a time that we are not completing our mission. We think we're completing. We're beginning our mission as light workers, and we're pushing her up to the fifth dimension. But we also have to help humanity, right, as they go through this process. And it's not a process that just goes, oh, we're going. You know, it's a long process. It's going to take a few years, right, for it to adjust in the world, but we're going towards freedom, we're going towards sovereignty, we're going towards free will, love, happiness, compassion. We're stepping away from the fears, the greed, the power struggles, the anxieties, the stresses, the wars, the conflicts. That's like gonna be a bye-bye. It's like 3D, right? And we're heading to beautiful. So if anyone's interested in heading on the train with us, you are more than welcome. You're also more than welcome to question and ask questions to us, and we are here to answer these questions. But this month of December, for those of you who are aware of this ascension process, is so important to raise their vibration, to raise your frequency, to anchor the light that's been coming in. It's coming in like full force. It's still coming in. Keep it and stay within. Try not to be around people that trigger you. Try not to be around people that make you feel or step back into 3D or anything. I know it's hard if you're in a family or friends around you, but it's so important right now that we stay high in our vibrations. Trust me, I'm having a hard time doing it too. I'm super like it's because I've been going through this whole process in November, which is the release of old traumas, the release of relationships that no longer serve me, it's a release of all the past baggage. So yay. Anyways, it's all good. We got this. December 21st is not only the solstices and the ascension, it's Saturn and Jupiter are coming together. They're coming in conjunct. This happens every 20 years, and it hasn't, they're like 1 degree away from each other. I'm not an astrologer, but I did my research. 1 degree away from each other, but the last time that this happened, that they were so close, was in 1623, people. That's all. So, this coming together is going to force, because Saturn is like world. It's about power, boundaries. Like it's a bit constrictive, and Jupiter is all about luck and like transformation and destiny and all this. So they're coming together. It's going to force the collective to have to uncover truths or like a rise in unconventional thought, right? And there'll be more focus on community than self. This is what's happening. So we're walking away from the matrix. It's not about me anymore with this conjunction. It's going to be more about helping humanity. Like, what can you do to help humanity? Because what happens when, let's say, you get some money from the government or you get all your debts cleared. Let's say that happens. How can you help humanity? The like 8 billion people in this world that have lived in poverty, or not 8 billion, but close to it, like a lot of billions of people that have lived in poverty throughout this lifetime, they're going to get a chance to live like free human beings like us. So what can you do to help these people? That is what it is. That is what's happening on December 21st. It's going to be this awakening that's going to be like, wow, we've been lied to and misinformed our whole lives. And now we're seeing this new light. We're seeing an opportunity for a new earth. We're seeing this opportunity to make changes that are beneficial to every single human in this world, right? And as an awakened, I hate those labels, but whatever. As someone who's aware of this ascension process, it's a miraculous time for me. It's like I'm like very excited. That's why I'm trying to keep my vibration as high as possible, even though I've been come head to head with a lot of old traumas and old relationships that I need to break off. It was very sad, but it's more miraculous for me to be like this than to be stuck in that old energy. So I prefer to be there, right? And this whole like shift is like the beginning of our mission, basically. I thought my mission was before, but I think our mission begins now. This is when our light starts to come to light. This is when we start to remember who we are and are there to pull humanity out of this sludge and are there to answer the questions and are there to just give our light. Because really what they always ask us to do is to just anchor our light. Like my spirit team has been telling me, just relax. Your time will come. Your time will come. I'm like, when? Do I speak my truth now? Do I go out and like yell and scream and whatever? And they're like, take a chill pill, man. I'm like, okay. So everybody's different. Everybody's mission is different. I know that I will lead the way at one point in this mission. It's just not yet. but I'm starting. This is how I'm starting. I'm talking to you guys. I'm always open to you guys, and I'm always willing to answer questions, whatever it is you want. And at the same time, I am a light in a human body, so I'm living this human experience with you. So I've lived like through the ups and the downs and the downs and the darkness. I know darkness, but I choose light. So I hope you guys choose light too. December 21st, exciting. Next, like there's all these holidays, right? The 25th, 26th, I already mentioned that. And then it's December 29 is the full moon, just because. Why not? Like just pack it all in one month. It's the full moon in Cancer. So Cancer is more loving, it's more gentle with our soul. So it's like a reprieve from what we just went through. So which is a beautiful thing to end the month with. And then we have December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. And then we head off into 2021. And by 2021, well, I will have another reading to see how we're going to navigate into these new year. I'm super stoked for December 21. I don't care if that dates me. I don't care. This is an exciting month, and I can't wait to see how each sign, what's the message for each sign. And I guess I'll see you in the readings. And I love you. Happy December. Happy end of 2020. I'm very proud of all you guys. You made it this far. You should pat yourselves on the back. We all love you. You are loved. You have a beautiful spirit team around you. When the day comes, you start remembering this. It will be miraculous, and we are here to help you through this. So, again, I love you. We got this. Check out our, we have some gift packages, bundles, and some freaking awesome tote bags with "We Got This" written on it. Check it out on essensedivine.com or Etsy. I have all my links below, or just direct message us. I love you. I'll see you soon. Hello, my beautiful Cancer, and welcome to the December 2020 monthly reading. If you're going to look at your rising and your moon sign, you're going to say, why is this girl in a different shady setting? Is because last night when I did your reading, both you and Gemini, the microphone just stopped working. Like I said, I'm having problems with this. I don't know what it is, but let's just keep it at that. And I was doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I was a bit tired, so I'm here. And you might hear construction zone because I live in Montreal, Canada, where it's full construction zone all the time. And I'll try to tune it out with some music later, but I was told to redo the whole reading, so I redid it for Gemini, and I'm redoing it for you as well, Cancer. And it was a really good read for Gemini, and it was kind of similar, so let's see what's going on. So I'm going to pull out an overall energy card for you, Cancer, for December 2020. Overall, December 2020, Cancer, please. Great and full. Beautiful. Then I'm going to pick a love. Love. What is coming in for love for December 2020 for Cancer, please? A powerful move. Interesting. What about work? Work for work or finances or career, or doesn't have to, we'll see. Ooh, let's jump it. Into me, I see. Wow, that's a new one. I've never seen this one. Beautiful. And spiritual growth for Cancer, please. 2020, December. Any messages for spiritual growth? A higher view. Beautiful. I will clarify every card. So let's start with love. 3 of Pentacles. Let us clarify the work or career or finances or what have you. Career for Cancer, December, please. Two of Swords. I'm going to pull another one because I'm curious. Seven of Swords. I feel like you got this last time, so that's interesting. Spiritual growth for Cancer 2020. Oh, okay. Beautiful card for spiritual growth. All right, Cancer, let's look at these cards. So, great and full. So, they're asking you to open up your hearts and be fill it with gratitude. But let's see what the cards are saying, and we'll come back to this. It's a beautiful energy to have, is to have gratitude in your life, right? So, love, you have a powerful moon and the Three of Pentacles. How beautiful is that? So, let's like look at it in, let's say if you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it feels like you've been working hard at this relationship this whole year, because 2020 has been all about that, working hard, about everything in life. So, and now you're ready to make a move. So maybe you've been together for years and you're really working hard in this relationship, and you're making a move towards what, Cancer? Towards gratitude, to showing how grateful you are to your partner for this year. Or maybe it's a powerful move, meaning you're stepping away from a relationship because you realize, because I think 2020 was revelatory for many people, right? You actually saw your partner for who he was, or who she was, because you were confined in the home for like 335 days, right? So far. So there's that aspect. And if you're single, then maybe you've been working on a relationship. There's like something happening. There's this element of work. There's an element of you guys working on something in your love relationship. It's like I'm saying, it doesn't always have to be love, like a relationship, romantic relationship. It could be a family relationship, like a friendship relationship, but you felt like you've always had to put in the work. You were putting in a lot of work, and now you're coming to this point where you're gonna make a move. Interesting. What is that move? I'm gonna take out a card over here from the love deck. I don't do it to anybody. I don't think I've done it to anybody. Maybe one person, one sign. Okay, for Cancer, December 2020, when it comes to love. Guardian of the Soul Family. Beautiful card. Are you feeling maybe that you're feeling there's a lot, that the relationships in your life takes a lot of, it's really heavy, and it's taking a lot of your strength. I'm going to read from this book because it's very interesting. Maybe you're tired of putting so much effort into relationships. There's that feeling I'm feeling. But let's see. 26. I'll do the short version of this. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved, all is well. Okay, so that's what it is. I feel like you perhaps, some of you are in a relationship or like a friendship or something, and you've put a lot of effort into this relationship. You put a lot of work in it this year, or you've seen it for what it is and realize that all that effort you put in years ago, you're like, wow, you're kind of tired, and it's time to make this move. It's time to make this chess move. Like, say, okay, I'm going to release myself from relationships that are no longer serving me, whether it's romance, friendship, family. I'm going to head towards people that are worthy of me, romance, friends, family. Like, you're putting your ducks in order, Cancer, when it comes to love in December, which is kind of the energy that we are heading to and we need to do by the end of 2020 is like to release that all that no longer serves us, embrace what does. So good on you, Cancer. If that is something that you are working on, keep on working on that powerful move of yours, and be forever grateful in your heart, right? For everything around you. And know that even if you have to break off a relationship, that it's always it's like, if there's no reason staying in a relationship, like friend, family, love, if it's not working out. And if you need to make a move, then you have to make a move. Simple as that. Work is into me, I see. And then you get the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is this energy of like deceit. Like someone is stealing from you and running away. The Two of Swords is like you're not wanting to see it. Obviously, this is general reading, but I'm feeling, Cancer, that there is this into me, I see, is that you've been maybe a bit concentrating on yourself this year, not really looking out at all the others around you who are going through the same issues as you are. A lot of people are feeling the wrath of 2020, and this cocooning of yourself has created this kind of energy around you, where people are maybe not interested in like holding you up all the time, or not interested in like always having to fight to get into your little cocoon. And they're just like leaving, right? And you're like, what the hell? Why are you leaving me now? And I'm like feeling like this. But maybe it's because you like, there's that tendency of you always just like you give the love when you want to give it, and when you don't want to, it's like, no, stay away from me. And others maybe don't understand that, right? So they're just like, okay, then fine, I'm leaving, right? And you're like, no, why are you leaving? No, because I really do love you and I really care about you, but it's just this interesting energy, and it's like a work thing, right? So it could be work related. Maybe you're so caught up in your work, in your own life, kind of, that you don't understand why people would like walk away from you. You don't understand why, because you've got blinders on, kind of thing. You're not really, you're not in tune with others around you, and you're not really understanding. Maybe you had projects that you had to do this year, or maybe you had to, I don't know, maybe there was ventures that you had to do, or maybe there was, maybe you lost your job this year. Maybe there was a lot of things that happened this year, right? And you felt like very alone, and you just cocooned yourself, and everyone around you was like, okay, but I'm going through this too. And if you can't help me with this, and if you can't meet your deadline, and if you can't, I don't know what it is. It's a really interesting energy, because the Seven of Swords is like this, someone in your life that's just like, okay, like leaving. But only because I think you have like these blinders on. Like you're like, no, everything's fine, and it's really good. And no, I don't want your help. I don't want, like, I don't care about your what you're asking me. I don't care, because I have my own problems. I'm depressed, or I'm sad, or I'm like this. And everyone is like, okay, but life goes on, because you have the blinders on. Cancer doesn't mean that like my life too is so great. And then you're like, why? I don't understand. It's like a very interesting energy right here. There could also be another group that is in a job, and, and there's someone that is not being true to you, and they're only thinking about themselves. They're super selfish. It's like a boss, a colleague, something, and you're not willing to see it. You're like, no, it's okay, everything's fine. But it isn't. There's like really something like, it's like this card into me I see is like really you need to start to see inside you, because you're not really seeing. You're seeing this like illusion. You're seeing this illusion, but it's behind blinders, right? It's time to go inside your heart. You get the Temperance card, just Sagittarius card, which is an interesting card to get here, because this is a card, you see there's a sun and the moon in both of his hands, and he's again like super emotional and super like, I don't know, like this eclipse season is here, and it's like, which is in a Sagittarius season, which is really interesting. So it's like you're dealing with a lot of heaviness, Cancer, in your work life, and you're not knowing how you're not knowing how to work through it when it comes to work. And you're having a hard time aligning yourself and balancing this, your lower energies with the higher energies, right? The sun, the moon, you're having a hard time balancing your work life with your personal life. You're having a hard time balancing the people in your life, and you're choosing to cocoon yourself. And then when you come out of the cocoon, people are like, well, it's too bad, right? I don't, like, you know, like, you're not understanding why people are like, are not willing to make the effort for you, because you keep going back into this cocoon. You're feeling all over the place, and then you're expecting people to be out there waiting for you, and they're not. And you're like, why? I don't understand. But it's all about this gratefulness, right? This gratitude. It's like, it's time to step outside of yourself and step out of this comfort zone and put yourself out there. And okay, so you didn't meet the deadline. Okay, you weren't able to go to that meeting. Okay, you weren't able to go to your job. You weren't able to finish the project. You weren't able to do whatever it is, but instead of hiding behind the walls, just go out and say, okay, I can't do this. And so the person could turn around and say, oh, okay, no problem, da-da-da-da, instead of like hiding, and then after this person is like, yo, I don't understand, right? It's a really interesting energy here. So December 2020, Cancer, I feel like it's time to align your energies, to find the peace within your soul, to go inside and listen to your heart and be truthful to yourself and be grateful for your self and for the others around you, and maybe perhaps stop hiding behind the eclipses, or hiding behind well, this is how I am, or hiding behind those things because, well, I'm grieving, or because I'm upset, or because I'm like the emotions, hiding behind your emotions. Instead, step outside of the emotions, because there's a brand new world, a world out there. It's a bright new world that is coming. In spiritual growth, we have a higher view. And the High Priestess, which is kind of exactly what I'm saying here. It's time to step outside of yourself and to see life in a higher perspective, because it's not all about you. It's not about self anymore. We're heading towards a world full of more community, more like let's help each other out kind of thing. More of this help with each other, not me. There's no more me anymore in this new earth. So listen to your instincts, listen to your inside, get that connection to source. When you're able to step outside of a situation, you just step outside and you look inside. it's easier than when you're inside, right? Because when you're inside, this is what happens. You like blind yourself, and then you start to imagine all these crows coming out, and all this like, oh, this devastation and destruction and chaos and like stress and anxiety, and it's all this like, why are we even bringing that onto us? Because you're Cancer, you're very sensitive, so get a higher perspective. Step outside of yourself. Start to listen to the resonance in your heart. Stop listening to all this external negativity around you, but open your heart and know that there is love all around you, and that people actually love you. And it's like this, and wanting to like dive deep into darkness and wanting to is not helping. It's not going to help you move into this new earth. It's time to rise like a phoenix that you are, and be in charge of your heart at the same time, and be in charge of your mind, because the ego mind is never like, it's there to protect you, but it's always there to keep you down instead of make you rise up. Like whenever you feel shitty or not like at your best, and you're having to do something for someone in a work-related thing, or having to do something for another, then reach out to that person and say it right away in their face. That's what I'm feeling. Make those moves. Make these moves for yourself. Like spread those wings and rise above this darkness. Because once you connect to source, once you connect to your spirit team, you'll realize that everything is an illusion, that all this negativity doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It's all man-made. So find a way out of it, because we're heading into a beautiful new earth in December. Find a way to clear all this darkness in your soul, because as we move closer and closer to new earth, and as the years pass, you're gonna we're changing. It's a completely new world we're going into, that it only inhabits happiness and harmony and freedom and compassion and love. Yes. So wow, this was heavy. Cancer. But I'm gonna pull out a spirit message for you. What is a lasting spirit message that we have? Seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. What a beautiful card to end with. You are all spirit. It's time. You are all energy. We are all energy. But let's keep the energy positive and clear and void of all the negativity, so we can move forward into this beautiful new earth. All right, Cancer. Wow. This was beautiful at the same time. I love you, and I hope happy December, and I hope to see you in my other readings. Remember, this is just guidance. Remember, this is just guidance, and it doesn't have to be like exactly how you're feeling, and it's also a general reading, right? If you want more personal readings, you can you can buy a reading with me, but otherwise it's just like all the Cancers that are watching this, right? So be true to your hearts, clear away the negativity. We're going into a beautiful new earth, and I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio, and welcome to the December 2020 reading. I'm going to start with an overall energy card. We're going to do love, we're going to do work, and then we're going to do spiritual growth. And then I'm going to clarify each card. So let us start with Scorpio and December 2020 reading, please. Overall energy for Scorpio, please. Overall energy for Scorpio, please. The Rose's Kiss. Wow, this is a famous, like a popular card this month for a lot of signs. The love energy, please. Oh, okay. Imperfect harmony and wish upon a star. Wish upon a star you had in the reading that the microphone didn't work. So that's good, it came out for you here in the first week of December reading. All right, so let's just put it here. And the work, divine matrix, and spiritual growth. A burst of magic. We love it already. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to clarify the cards. I love that this card came out again for you, but love for Scorpio, please. Love for Scorpio, December 2020, please. I feel like there's something else, but no. Justice, justice, justice. Libra card, work for Scorpio, please. Seven of Swords, and spiritual growth for Scorpio, please. Six of Pentacles. The Magician. All right, Rose's Kiss. So, this Rose's Kiss, I've like found meanings different for every single sign. So, this sign, the rose, is like, I think you're trying to embrace the beauty and love within yourself, but you're finding the thorns. You're finding it a bit thorny. So I'm curious to see what's going on, because here we have imperfect harmony, love, and a wish upon a star, I believe, and justice. So either you're in a relationship and it's like, there could be like a very like simple meaning here, is that you have a family with children and it's a very beautiful relationship, and you're finding your own, and it's really beautiful. It's like you found in this year the strength and the love within this relationship, and you've finally accepted what, like, the love that you have. But there's another little thing here, because I feel like this Justice card here, it's like this balance, okay? Because there's like one part of you that's really in love with this relationship, and there's one part of you that wants something else in the relationship, and you're still making choices between the two. So you're like happy, you're fine, it's like, it's just fine, right? You're good with this relationship, but there's another part that wants something else, and you could be wanting a child, but you could also be wanting like you have different hobbies, or you just have like, you're not completely aligned, even though one part is good. Like you love each other, but there's something missing. And that's where I think this Justice card comes in. It's like, it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision between the two. So, do you just want to be happy and perfect harmony? Or do you want your wishes to come true? Or do you just want to be stable? That's how I'm feeling in this, Scorpio. I don't know, it's like you're stuck between two worlds, and you're being asked to make this decision by the end of this year. Oh, no pressure. And that's the same idea as this, is that everything is pretty on the outside, but then there's like these little thorns everywhere. that are pricking you and making you bleed. And there's this like little ladybug like saying, yeah, it's time to fly. It's time to fly. I know, it's like that's, I'm just reading the cards. But like I said, you could just want to be like this and live just like a melodious life, you know? Just go with the flow life. And the wishes and the dreams, you could just set them aside if you're just interested in staying in this mundane life. That's just me. So work, divine matrix in the Seven of Swords. So there's also something interesting going on here with you, because the Seven of Swords is this deceitful energy. It's almost like, and divine matrix is this like connection with source, this connection with like divine consciousness. So it's almost like you have, maybe you're an energetic healer, or maybe you have like you like when you work, you're inspired by Mother Nature or creative inspiration. There's something creative around you. But you're working for money, like you're working at something else that doesn't bring you the same creative inspiration as this would. Or it could be that you're working towards this divine matrix. You're working towards something that is like above and beyond, and there's someone around you that's like, no, what are you doing, man? Just continue doing your job. Just continue making that money. But you're like, no. This is what you need to be going towards. You need to go and a bit higher, and you need to expand. You need to be going out of the realm of the normal and the practical, because you're Scorpio. You're transformational. You're Pluto ruler. You're ruled by Pluto. It's like, and you're also an extremist, right? So just, I don't know, I feel like this is what I'm feeling. I feel like your facade is happy, but you're sorry, my phone, someone's texting me, but there's thorns. You feel like there's thorns. You're not 100%. Like, I don't know, there's something that's like not working here. So spiritual guidance is that they're giving you a burst of magic. This is a giving and a receiving card, and I feel like it's time to start opening this, opening your creativity again, imagining the impossible again, stepping away from the thorny part of your life, start manifesting it, what you desire again. Spirit will bring you this burst of magic if you start receiving, like start to like stop giving to everybody else around you. Stop pleasing everyone around you and never really pleasing yourself. That's what I'm feeling in these cards. And like we're coming to the end of this year where shifts need to be made. And everybody needs to like find a way to release themselves from contracts, release themselves from attachments and egos. So you're in this situation here where the divine is coming in and saying, okay, listen, if you're choosing to stay in this relationship because it's like perfectly happy, but you're not getting you don't want to fulfill your dreams and your wishes, so you're choosing this side, which is stable, then you have to come to terms with that and accept it. But if you're not, then it's time to release, right? It's the same way like the work is divine. It's time to expand. They're saying go for it, be creative, or go above and beyond what you think, and stop listening to these naysayers around you. It's like you have a lot of choices to make. You have a lot of like decisions to make, Scorpio, in this month. It's a lot of like releasing yourself from the naysayers and bursting into what you want to do with your life. Because they're giving you magic, they're giving you divine connection, they're going to help you. Spirit team is here for you. Everyone is here to help you to step away from this thorny life and into blossoming this rose into something beautiful. Okay, let's get another message from Spirit. It's beautiful though. It's like there's lots of magic for you, Scorpio, here. It's just like, I know, it's like these looming decisions. Relationships, I just got this, I think, for Libra. Relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So, it's pretty poignant, this card, because it's like you choosing either to be happy, like just stable or are you choosing for soul growth? Are you choosing to go for your dreams? Are you choosing to expand into possibilities, go into your creativity, like growth and like magic? These are the choices you're gonna have to make in December, my beautiful Scorpions. I say go for your dreams. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. All right, Scorpio, if this resonated with you, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you. And I'll see you in my next readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. So welcome to your December 2020 monthly reading. I have a little story for you. When I was finishing up your reading last night at 1 in the morning, the whole computer shut down, or my camera shut down. Like, just like that. It was just like the spirit was saying, okay, it's time for you to go to bed. So right now I'm doing it again, and I'm using the same cards that I pulled out. I don't want to reshuffle and do a new thing. I thought this was an interesting message for you, so I'm keeping to the same message. You might be hearing some construction in the background. That's why I do my readings really late at night, so I don't have to hear this, but I apologize in advance. I'll try to drown it out with some music. So let's just get on with this reading. So I pull out an overall energy card for the month, and then I do love, I work and finance, and then I do like a spiritual growth or spiritual guidance. So I put out the great big love, which was very interesting. And this flew out as well, exposed and revealed, which I find so beautiful. It's like that eye that's looking at you, that third eye, it's like that intuition. But it's almost like the great big love and the reveal and the exposed. So some of you might be dating someone new, and there's like this feeling of what is happening, and you might get a reveal, like something was gonna come out of it. So like so some of you are like dating someone, and maybe there's like something that is being hidden and needs to be revealed, or some of you in a relationship and there's like there's a really good feeling of love, but still there's something that's like lurking behind and that's needing to be revealed or exposed. I'm not sure what this is yet, so we're going to continue this thing and look at it closer. So this time machine that comes out in love is really interesting. Time machine is like your past, or going into the future, or staying in the now, or however it is that you see it. But for me, I'm feeling it's like someone is coming in from your past because of this Seven of Pentacles that's clarifying it. So the Seven of Pentacles comes in, and Seven of Pentacles, like, planted a seed and you're watching something grow. So I feel like Pisces, either if you're single, you may have planted a seed years ago, weeks ago, days ago, eons ago, past lifetimes ago, and you've been waiting for something to grow, and perhaps it will grow into something huge. But there is this feeling of something coming back from your past or from your future. Who knows? But there's something that you kind of wanted to like happen, and it's just been steadily growing. Maybe because you're like expecting something to, or you've been digging into something, you've been digging into a partner of yours, you've been digging into families, you've been digging into something in your, or you're not feeling right about it, and you're, I don't know what it is, but there's something interesting here. So there's someone coming in from your past, or right now you've planted a seed in something, and something will happen in the future, in the near future, but something good. But I feel like Spirit is telling you to like open your eyes a bit and pay attention to all the signs around you and listen to your heart, because you can have a great big love, right? There could be that possibility of great big love, but listen to your heart. That's what I'm feeling here. And then work comes along, and it's tender embrace. Like, what is this? And the Two of Swords. So work could be you've met someone at work, maybe, or and you're having to make a choice, like whether should I continue working there or should I choose him or her for love. Or it could also be some signs got this, so it could also be working, working on yourself. And it's time to be kind to yourself. Like oh, it's not the Two of Swords, it's the Eight of Swords, which makes even more sense, because the Eight of Swords is this feeling of releasing all these really low energies around you. So maybe work is making you feel like heavy. You're feeling like burdened by work. You're feeling very like you're done. You can't really take. It's too heavy. There's too much stress at work. There's too much anxiety at work, and they're telling you it's time to let go. It's time to let go of it, and find help from your friends or your family that will help you with, like, embracing you and hugging you and being compassionate towards you. I think this is what you're needing right now more than ever, Pisces. You're needing external and internal love, like more love from your friends, because your work is making you feel this way, like bound, like you don't even want to see it, kind of thing. She's blinded, and like Eight of Swords is like take off that blinder, but you're like, oh, I can't. Like maybe some of you work in the healthcare, which I understand, or some of you work like deep into all this lockdown business. Maybe some of you work in restaurants. Like it's very restrictive where you're working. And they're like, okay, it's time to reach out to people around you and find that embrace. It could also be, Pisces, that you're working in a, like you're working as a caregiver, or you're working as a healer, or you're working as someone who cares for people, like with psychology or whatever, taking care of people, and you're feeling this way. Again, you're still feeling very constricted, and like you're needing to get out of this box that you're in, kind of thing. Something about your industry that you're working in. The industry that you're working in is very, I feel like the Eight of Swords energy here is telling me that they're kind of lying to you, the industry that you're working in, not your business. But there's something behind the scenes, like there's something behind this mirror, and it's making you feel not so great. And they're saying, just reach out to friends or family and accept the embrace from these people, because it's not your fault necessarily if it's an industry thing, right? And then spiritual growth, you have the awakening genius, which is beautiful. I feel like it's like, for me, it makes me think of Incan or Mayan or Native American Indian, like something like an ancestor from your past, obviously, that's coming in full force to right now and saying, hey, and like poking you and saying, hey, do you remember who you are? It's time to shine. It's time to burst with the colors. It's time to like open up that light within you. Because you get clarified with the World card, which is like this, it's the completion card. It's like she's walking into this portal kind of thing, and she's like, okay, I'm there, I'm ready. Like they're Pisces, they're saying, get ready for this great awakening. It's not just a hashtag, it's actually happening. December 21st, energetic shift of consciousness is happening. Get ready to walk on to the other side, which is happiness, and it's not this energy at all. It's like a freedom, like peace, right? And I love these colors, right? It's just like, even if you're not believing in what I'm saying about this great awakening, and it's also like you're ready to move to something new, like a new journey is awaiting you. And it might mean travel for some of you. It could also, but it's this portal that's like, for me, it's like, take that leap, go for it. Your ancestors are here, your spiritual team is here, your passed on loved ones are around you, they are here, and they're going to help you shine that light. They're going to help you walk through that portal. They're going to help you walk onto the journey of spiritual ascension or spiritual growth or spiritual awakening, whatever it is that you're seeking, but they're here for you. It's really beautiful. It's this great big love. Maybe this is the big love that you're waiting for. Maybe this is the big love that's coming in your life, because any awakening period is filled with love, right? It's like bursting, which is what's happening here, bursting with color and love and vitality. So maybe this is your big awakening, Pisces. December 2020, you are entering into the big reveal. So open up that third eye, open up that heart, allow it for it to come in. I really feel like there's someone coming in from your past when it comes to love. It doesn't have to be a lover or something. It could be like someone, a friend of yours, or someone, it could have been a lover, but it doesn't necessarily, it's coming in for, he or she is coming in for like love purpose, like relationship purposes. I just feel like there's someone coming in from your past or your future, depending on your timelines, and they're going to help you. Like, they're going to help you on this path, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. They're going to help you with this path. Or they're going to help you, like, through this little blip. Because this work thing, I really am feeling like it's out of your control, but the industry that you're in, or the job that you're in, or your boss or something, there's someone that might get exposed and revealed as not so great, and it's making you feel restrictive and you're not feeling good about it. And they're like, reach out to people that you love, reach out to, know that whatever happens, it is what it is, but you have no control over it. But remember that this is here for you, Pisces. This is here for you, love. And you are ready to take that step into the new world, into the new earth, not new world, new earth, new journey. Go for it. Take that risk. Don't negate the big love that's all around you. I like it. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna ask the spirits for a final beautiful message. Ooh, that's a lot, but we'll just take the first one. I'm gonna take the second one because the second one is kind of good too. This is like serenity, and the second one was love. Like love, right? Serenity is the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. I mean, I don't make these things up. They just happen, right? So, and love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. Love, baby, it all stems from love. Love is how we came into this lifetime, and it's how we leave this lifetime. But this exposure and reveal, I think, and now I'm like looking at it, it's like, has to do with your work. It has to do with this person coming in from your light past. There's going to be something interesting happening in December for you Pisces, but you are heading towards this great awakening, and it's filled with love and filled with spiritual guidance, which you can't ask for anything more than that. Reach out to your friends and your family to help you through these little steps that you might have to take in December, but I think it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, I love you Pisces, and happy December. And check out my new readings that will be coming out every few days, okay? So you got this, Pisces. I love you. Bye.